Hello everyone, welcome to Bhadra IAS Academy. So let us continue our daily quiz. Today is the episode 7. So we will be taking question number 61 to 70. So the first question for our discussion today, which of the following statements are correct in the context of our Indian currency? Basically, if you look at the banking, SSC, even civil service exam, this kind of question can be a common question. So 22 languages appear in the language panel of the banknotes. Hindi is prominently displayed in the center of the note. English is prominently displayed on the reverse of the banknote. So the question is regarding Hindi and English and the total languages, whether it is 22. These are the three key points that we have to keep in mind. So the codes are only 1, only 2 and 3, 1 and 2, all of the above. So if you look at the correct answer is B, only 2 and 3. So the correct answers are only 2 and 3. Why? 22 languages are not correct. Actually, we have 15 languages which appear on the banknote of our currency. This has been published by the RBI ka frequently asked question about the money and currency management. RBI had published this. So from there, I had taken this question. Okay? Question number 62. Regarding the physiographic divisions of Assam, consider the following statements. This is mostly related to geography. So the Brahmaputra Valley extends from Sadia to Dhubri. The Barak Valley is surrounded by hills on all sides except the west. Karbi Anglong is kind of a part of the Meghalaya plateau. So which of the statements are correct? So we have 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. So if you look at the answer, the correct answer will be D. The correct answer will be D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Why? Because Brahmaputra Valley extends from Sadia to Dhubri, right? Barak Valley is surrounded by hills on all sides except the west, and Karbi Anglong is actually what we can say as an extension of the Meghalaya plateau. Okay, so it is not really the very part of it, but it is extension of the Meghalaya plateau. So we can say option 3 is also correct. Okay, so this kind of questions can be also very common questions related to Assam and Northeast. So you can go through this. Question number 63, also from geography. Tropical cyclones generally weaken after making landfall. Warm ocean water acts as the primary energy source for tropical cyclone, and tropical cyclones cannot form in the Arabian Sea. So what do you think is the correct answer, right? So let us look at that. So when we are talking about, your options are 1 and 3, 2 only, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3. So what could be the correct answer? Okay, so if you look at the correct answer, tropical cyclones weaken. So the correct answer is C, that means 1 and 2 only. So the tropical cyclone generally weaken after making landfall, and warm ocean water acts as the primary source. But the problem is here, it cannot form in the Arabian Sea. This statement is wrong. Why? Cyclones do form in the Arabian Sea, like cyclone Nisarga, cyclone Tukate. All these things are cyclones which formed in the Arabian Sea as well. Okay, so the statement number 3 is wrong. Therefore, correct answer would be 1 and 2 only. Clear? Okay, let's go to the question number 64. Which of the following is not a regulatory institution in the Indian financial market? This is about the capital market, finance market regulation. So which is not a regulatory body? RBI, CRISIL, SEBI, IRDAI. So the correct answer, if you see, is very easy. It is the correct answer will be CRISIL, because this is a rating agency, credit rating agency. it is not a regulatory body. It basically gives you ranking, yeah, rating for a company or market, no, even for the government debt market, etc. So they give you a rating like A, B, B plus, A plus, like that. Whereas RBI is a regulator of money market, right? SEBI is the regulator of capital market. IRDA, yeah, IRDAI today is the regulator of insurance business in India. Clear now? So these things I have given here, but CRISIL is not a regulatory body. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. This is not a regulatory body, because when you are going for certain exams like banking, finance, even SSC, these kind of questions are very common for your preparation. Question number 65. Consider the following statements regarding cloud formation. Okay. Related to geography, clouds are formed when moist air cools to its dew point. Condensation occurs on the microscopic particles known as condensation nuclei. Cloud formation requires presence of ozone particles in the atmosphere. So we have three statements which are correct. So we have option 1 and 2, yeah, 1 and 3, yeah, 2 and 3, yeah, 1, 2 and 3. So we need to understand this kind of things. This is basic science as well as geography. So if you look at here, clouds are formed when moist air cools to its dew point. Okay, that statement is correct. Condensation occurs on the microscopic particles known as the condensation nuclei. The problem is option statement 3, right? Statement 3 cannot be correct. Cloud formation requires the presence of ozone particles. That is not correct. Why? The ozone particles is not necessary for cloud formation. So I have given here the explanation for that. Clear? So the correct answer therefore would be statement 1 and 2 only. Clear? Question number 66. This is from the economics subject perspective about foreign direct investment. FDI policies are formulated by the Department for the Promotion of Internal Trade, right? That is the DPIIT. Indian government permits 100% FDI in defense, because now very much defense talks are on because of US-Iran conflict, etc. So maximum FDI equity is received in the automobile sector, right? And India receives maximum FDI equity inflows from Japan. So which of the statements are correct? So here the automobile sector, here DPIIT, these are the key words to remember. So the options are 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2 and 4, yeah, 1 and 2, yeah, 1 and 3. So let's look at it. Because the problem here, if you follow the news about FDI, the problem is statement 3 and 4. So let's look at it. So the correct answer is therefore answer C. What is the C? Answer is 1 and 2 correct. That means maximum equity is received in the automobile sector. This is not correct. Why? Recently, it is received in the computer, software and hardware, and also India receives from Japan. It is not correct. It is mostly coming from Mauritius in the last 24 years, and in the recent times it is basically coming from Singapore. So statement 3 is wrong. Statement 4 is also wrong. Only statement 1 and 2 are correct. Therefore, the correct answer would be C. Clear? Okay. Question number 67. Consider the following statements regarding tides. Tides are caused primarily by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. Spring tides occur when the sun, moon, earth are aligned. Neap tides occur during the first and the third quarter phases of the moon. Little bit of technical things are here if you are not familiar. So statements are 1 and 2, yeah, 1, 2 and 3, yeah, only 2 and 3, yeah, only 1. So we have 4 options. Which of these 4 options are correct? That's what we need to understand now. Okay, so let us look at this. So the correct answer is C. That means all the three statements are correct. Tides are caused primarily by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. Okay, so the gravitational pull, the moon and the sun. Spring tides occur when the sun, moon and the earth are aligned. Okay, so when the sun, moon, earth are aligned, that is when we have the spring tides. Neap tides occur when during the first and the third quarter phases of the moon. That is the first and the third quarter phase of the moon, we have a neap tides. You know, these are basic science combined with geography. So be familiar, this kind of questions can be part of your exam as well. Question number 68. With reference to Mpox, consider the following statements. Mpox was formerly known as the monkeypox. The World Health Organization declared Mpox as a public health emergency in 2024. Mpox is caused by a bacterial pathogen. So what do you think is the correct option? Right? So we have 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what do you think is the correct option? Let's look at this. So the correct answer is A, only 1 and 2. So what is the correct answer? Is only 1 and 2. Mpox was formerly known as the monkeypox. World Health Organization declared Mpox as the public health emergency in 2024. Mpox is caused by a bacterial pathogen, right? So that statement is where we have a problem. So statement 3 is not correct. Why? Mpox is caused by a virus belonging to the orthopox virus genus, right? So that is where we have a problems with this statement number 3. So the correct answer is A, only 1 and 2. So just be familiar, because disease इनके ऊपर एग्जाम में सवाल पूछा जाता है, many exams में क्वेश्चन आ ही जाता है. So you should be familiar with this. Question number 69 from Science and Tech. Okay, so let's look at this. ISRO functions under the Department of Space. ISRO launched the Chandrayaan 3 mission successfully. ISRO headquarters is located in Mumbai. So which of these statements are correct? Yeah, which is wrong? So our options are 1 and 2, yeah, 2 and 3, yeah, only 1, yeah, only 1, 2 and 3. So if you look at the question 69, correct answer is A, only 1 and 2, correct? So ISRO functions under the Department of Space. ISRO launched the Chandrayaan 3, but ISRO headquarters located in Mumbai is the problem, because it is located in Karnataka, right? So that is where we need to be clear about it. Okay. So now all these kind of questions you can expect it in many of the competitive exams. Question number 70. With reference to the structure of civilian awards in India, consider the following statements. Bharat Ratna ranks above Padma Vibhushan. Padma Bhushan ranks below Padma Shri. Padma Shri is awarded for a distinguished service in any field. So which of the statements are correct? 1 and 3, 1 only, 2 and 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So this is basically about the ranking and the hierarchy. So if you look at the hierarchy here, Bharat Ratna is the topmost, number 1, right? So look at it, try to understand it. Bharat Ratna is the topmost. Padma Vibhushan is number 2. Padma Bhushan is number 3 and Padma Shri is number 4. So which statements are correct? So your answer would be A, only 1 and 3 are correct. Clear? So all the explanations are given here. You can go through it. This will be necessary because this kind of awards also technical questions can be asked. Current affair they will ask you who recently received Bharat Ratna, yeah, Padma Shri, etc. You should be familiar with this. All explanations are also I have given here. Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award. Padma Vibhushan is the second. Padma Bhushan is the third and Padma Shri is the fourth one. Clear now? So if you need any further MCQ or any preparation for test series, right, for any exam, any state level competitive exam, yeah, UPSC, yeah, SSC, banking, railways, any exam, you can contact Bhadra IAS Academy at 8638391721. So keep following our daily quiz series. Plenty of questions are going to come. We'll be covering hundreds of questions for your preparation so that your exam journey will be easy and smooth. Okay. So then we'll meet you in the next series. Till then, keep watching all our videos. This is the 7th episode. So there are already 6 other videos are available. Thank you.